Those of you who are long-time subscribers may remember that I used to do a video series called Topical Tuesdays. This was a series where every Tuesday I would make topical videos about random subjects. It could be politics, it could be things going on in society, male-female relations, it could be a news item of the day, it could be religion, so on and so forth. These series became very popular. A lot of people ever since have been asking me why I stopped doing the Topical Tuesday videos and where my old Topical Tuesday videos have gone. They want me to bring the series back. Well, the series will be coming back, but it just won't be on YouTube. It will be on another platform called Patreon. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with my non-boxing videos, my Topical Tuesday videos, etc., I'll leave a couple links in the description below and in the comment section below to examples of my old topical videos and also an example of my bouncer videos, because I used to do a series called Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer. So there's a Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer link in the description below, and there's also a link to one of my topical videos. So that's the kind of content I'll be producing. And yes, the bouncer videos will be returning on Patreon, right? For those of you who are interested. That's the kind of content I'll be doing on my Patreon page. Now, for those of you wondering why I've moved over to Patreon when it comes to my topical videos, my boxing videos will stay here. It's not going to change. It'll stay on YouTube as normal. But my topical videos have moved over to Patreon. Why? Because YouTube are blacklisting and demonetizing any YouTube channels that upload content which is even slightly controversial. So my only option when it comes to my topical videos and my bouncer videos is to do them on a different platform. Now, ideally, I'd like to keep on doing them on YouTube because it's easy and it's free for my viewers to watch, but it's just no longer possible because of the changes that have happened on YouTube over the past year or so. For example, I put a lot of my bouncer videos and topical videos on private, and every single one of them got demonetized and marked by YouTube, flagged by YouTube as inappropriate content. Every single one of them. So I was actually forced to delete them before my channel gets blacklisted as a channel that's not advertiser friendly. Okay? So why have I chosen Patreon rather than another platform where people can access my content for free when it comes to doing these topical videos and the bouncer videos? Well, the simple answer is time is money. Other free-to-watch platforms such as BitChute, Dailymotion, VidMe, etc. just don't pay enough to make it worthwhile. Because I work full-time. So, as well as making these YouTube boxing videos, which is already very time-consuming, I'm going to be doing a load of topical videos and bouncer videos on top of that, which takes up even more time and even more effort. And it just wouldn't make sense doing that unless I was being rewarded and compensated for my time and effort. So for those of you who do want to check me out on Patreon, it will cost you just $3 a month. There's no contract. You can opt out at any time. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below, which shows you how to sign, one of them, which takes you to the page where you can sign up. Another one, which shows you how easy it is to opt out if you don't want to pay your $3 a month, which is roughly £2 a month. That's all it is. And for that money, you'll be getting a minimum of 8 videos / podcasts from me every month. These videos will be released every Tuesday and Thursday. They will all be lengthy. They won't be short like these boxing videos that I do on here. The topical videos and bouncer videos will be lengthy. A lot of them will be 20, 30, 40, an hour long. That kind of length. So if you're interested, check out the links in the description. Sign up with me on Patreon. For £2 a month, you'll be getting a whole heap of extra content. For those people, I do get people sometimes commenting on my boxing videos, asking me to actually give my opinion rather than just report the news. Well, if you're interested in my opinion on a lot of different things, and I will, from time to time, I will also do boxing videos on Patreon, but, just now and again as an extra, because as I say, you'll be getting a minimum of 2 podcasts or videos from me a week. Which is 8 a month. I will definitely throw in extra content for free just now and again. All right, some of it may be boxing content, we'll see. But yeah, so they'll be well produced, they'll be lengthy, they won't be short like the videos I do on YouTube. And if you're interested in my opinions, and I do have some unpopular opinions, I do have some controversial opinions about a lot of things. I am not a mainstream thinker. Yeah, I'll be doing videos about geopolitics, religion, conspiracies, whether conspiracies are legitimate or not. I'll be covering that kind of thing, male-female relations, all kinds of different topics. In fact, I'll get people to actually suggest topics to me in order for me to talk about them. I can talk about just about anything. I can be a chatterbox. Some of you might have noticed that over the years following me. So yeah, again, if you're interested in signing up with me on Patreon, or even if you just want to donate on Patreon, there's an option there to donate. I'm not asking anyone to donate. You don't have to. But some people have approached me in the past and said to me, Hatman, how do I donate to you? Because they're so used to these channels having donate buttons and whatever. I don't have a donate button on my YouTube channel, but if anyone is interested in donating and not even signing up, you can donate on Patreon as well. So that is there. But this is mainly for the people who want to access my topical content and my bouncer story content. Again, there are links in the description below and links in the comment section below to examples of that content. So you can go and have a watch and listen of those videos and see if that's the kind of thing you'll be interested in. And if so, then sign up with me on Patreon. All right. For those of you who are not interested with parting with £2 a month, even though you can opt out at any time, if you're not interested in that at all, that's fine. That's no problem. You can continue watching my boxing content here on YouTube completely free. Everything will remain the same. All right. But for everybody else, catch me over on Patreon. The videos and podcasts will start from this next Tuesday that's coming. Tuesday next week is when it will start. And it will be every Tuesday and Thursday, guaranteed two videos or two podcasts, which will be lengthy every week. And that's a minimum. It will often be more than 2 a week. In fact, next week, there's definitely going to be more than 2. I can tell you that because I got a lot of things to talk about. One of the first things I want to talk about is Robert Mugabe and him being forced to resign as the president of Zimbabwe. I've got a lot of things to say about that. Some things which will kind of be unpopular and controversial. Not the kind of thing I could do on YouTube. So that's where I'm going next week. I'll also be talking about the key to a successful marriage or relationship. I've got controversial views on relationships and marriages. All right, just to let you be warned before you go there. I'll be talking about a whole heap of other things as well, which will be happening next week. Let me actually check some of the topics I'm covering next week. Relationship breakups. That's another thing I'll be covering next week. Maybe next week or the week after, but we'll see how it goes in terms of, because I've recorded a load of content already for Patreon. That's the thing. I've already recorded a load of content. So it's just which content I'm going to release first, which content I'm going to release in the next week and the week after that. I'm just trying to sort out in my head. But some of the content I've recorded, as I say, something about Robert Mugabe and that whole situation. Racial bias and racism. I recorded a podcast about that, asking the question, is racial bias actually natural? And if so, is it actually that bad? I also did a video about relationship breakups and why women in the Western world tend to get over relationships easier than men, from what I've seen, generally. That's a video that I did back in the days, but I've revised the video and added to it, freshly recorded, re-recorded it. And it serves as kind of a part 2 to the original video, which I did a long time ago as a Topical Tuesday video on YouTube. Anyway, let me stop waffling here. Again, check me out on Patreon if you're interested. If you're not, it's all good. No problem. Just continue following me on YouTube and it is what it is. All right. So, yeah. Thank you, lastly, for all the people who have already signed up with me on Patreon, because I did post the link on social media and several people came forward and straight away signed up for my content on Patreon. So thank all of you guys who have already signed up. Big up every time for you riding with the Hatman. All right. And everybody else, I see you over there or I continue seeing you here. It's Hatman. I'm out.